Whatever the heck you call this stuff. I'm not a computer guy. I'm a combat engineer. Let's talk about IEDs and finding bad guys and stuff. Goodness freaking gracious. Bad Axe Bobby Bourbon is in the house. Fireman's coming. Can't hear anything either. All right. Got Tater Dom is in the house. Tracy's in the house. What up? What up? There we go. All right, let's start over. All right, let's begin formation all over again. What's up, soldiers, airmen, sailors, Marines, coasties, whatever you guys in the Space Force are calling yourselves now? What's up? Welcome to Northwest Bourbon's Veterans Whiskey Club live stream, first Saturday of every month. Get together with fellow veterans around. Don't have to worry about distance between each other or needing a designated driver or anything like that. We're going to get together, have some drinks. We're going to talk about military stuff. We're going to talk about whiskey and just hang out and have a good time. Let me put a poll in the chat real quick because I want to know which military branches you guys are coming here from. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so if any of you guys want to belly up to the bar, come jump on the live stream here. I will buy you a drink. Drinks are on me. Let's see. Start a poll. All right, like I said, we've got a lot of topics to cover tonight. We've got a lot of things to discuss and go over. All right, I'm just getting this poll up. There we go. Ask the community. All right, so any of you guys out there, go ahead and hit in the poll if you're Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines. If you're Coast Guard or Space Force, go ahead and drop that in the comments so we can all make fun of you together. No, I'm just kidding. William Hall is in the house. What's up, Lee? Thank you, everyone, for your service and sacrifice. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. All right, so before we get into the topics, first topic. So we were gonna have the Skunk Brothers on tonight, like we talked about last month, but they asked if they could get pushed to next month so they could be on screen with us. And so, considering it's April 1st, our whiskey of the month from a veteran-owned whiskey company, April 1, is from Genuine Spirits Company. If you guys are not familiar with them, go ahead, check out their Instagram or check out their website at Genuine Spirits Company. And the name of their bourbon is April 1 because April 1 is when the Chief Petty Officer rank was established in the Navy. And so that is our veteran whiskey of the month. All right, April 1 is the veteran whiskey of the month. Right on. And I just got word from Troy. He's the owner. He said that he's been at a celebration party all day. And so I don't know if he's going to be able to make it onto the stream, but we're going to cheers up to them with some of this April 1 that I've got poured in my wisdom glass here. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's good stuff. If you guys like Bardstown's own distillate, because Bardstown did a lot of sourcing and blending, but now they're kicking out bottles with their own distillate in it. And if you like how Bardstown's own distillate tastes, then you will like April 1 because that's where they get it. Too easy. All right, so a lot of high fives and congrats to Genuine Spirits Company and Troy and his crew for getting that bourbon out today as it was planned to. So it's freaking sweet. Civi here, so I need to duck out. Let me know. Cheers. Nothing but love and support. No, man, everybody is welcome to be here and celebrate. I just asked the military veterans out there to click on the link and come on the screen and come have a drink and chat military stuff with us. Skunk Brothers is from my hometown. Awesome. So you're in southern Washington, down by the Columbia River, then, huh? Because they're in what, Stevenson? I want to say. My pops is an Army vet. Dope. Lee, do you know what he did in the Army? Like what his job was? Crack the white label origin tonight. Okay, so you're drinking some of that Bardstown Zone distillate. That's awesome. It's freaking sweet. All right, let's see. How's that poll doing? Hold on, I want to check on how if they didn't have a thing open for the poll. All right, we don't have votes in the poll yet. That's cool. Cheers and thank you, Mark, for your service. Hey, Sean, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for your support. I used to live there. I'm up north now. All right on, Tracy. Yeah, I'm near Joint Base Lewis McChord, of course. If you guys don't know, I'm a U.S. Army vet. I did 10 years active duty. Got to go to Afghanistan 4 times during that 10 years. Then I got out, joined the National Guard. I didn't really care for the Washington State National Guard. And so now I'm in the Army Reserves, and I'm a ROTC instructor. And I love it. It's awesome. And I just I'm at 16 and a half years now because I hit 16 in October. So it brings us to our next topic is honoring the fallen. Honoring the fallen. So if any of you guys out there have any service members who have passed away, if they passed away during the month of April, or if their birthday was in the month of April, or if any of you guys have any loved ones or anything that have passed away recently or whatnot, we can throw their name up on the board and we'll raise a glass to all of them together. And so let's see. Oh, dude. So during my 3rd deployment, I was 2nd squad leader, and the first squad leader was my battle buddy. Like we did everything together. Staff Sergeant Alexander Povolitis. He got killed in action in Afghanistan during our deployment. And this month was his birthday, and he would have been turning 58. So I'm going to throw Sergeant P's name up there. Miss Sergeant P. Let's see. Sergeant Quiles. I was with him in the 10th Mountain Division. He died in a vehicle accident here in the States in 2015 on April 12th. So, Sergeant P and Sergeant Q. Kabaj. Kabaj died in April 29th of 2016. Pretty sure he had like a suicide by cop type thing going on. Speaking of, man, that just makes me think, man, if you guys or someone you know has some mental health issues going on and they're kind of going down that route, reach out, put your arms around them, give them the help they need, because nobody should have to go down that route. Like, I know they weren't in the Army or whatever. They weren't in the military. But the 6 people that died in Nashville last week because that girl had some, mental health issues. Stuff like that just shouldn't happen, man. If you guys want to talk about that later, we can definitely get into that topic some more. But that's just no bueno. He was a sniper in Vietnam. That's what he told me, at least. All right on. Which liquor store are we setting up the LP on? Wherever you want to go, man. But so that's why I'm having this monthly meeting online. That way we don't have to worry about driving and drinking and all that kind of good stuff. We can just sit back in the comforts of our own home and still have a drink with some fellow veterans. Oh, speaking of fellow veterans, I want to talk about this for a moment. If you guys would join me. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard, but earlier this week there was 2 helicopters that were doing night op training. There was a medic crews doing training in their Blackhawks, in their medevac choppers, and they crashed, and all 9 soldiers died. So one Blackhawk had 4 soldiers on it, and the other Blackhawk had 5 soldiers on it. And I was just thinking, that's coming from being in the military. Sometimes you have to do night ops. You got to go out there at nighttime and do your nighttime training, get your training in with your night vision goggles and all that kind of stuff. And so your family back at home, your wife's, not happy because you're not home for dinner, you're not home to tuck in the kids and stuff like that. And just the regular woes that come with being a family to a soldier or a military personnel at all. And to not be anywhere, you're there at home, and something like this still happens. It just shows that it's really just not a normal job. Okay, so yesterday, Friday, this article came out that identifies the 9 soldiers that were killed in the crash involving 2 Black Hawk helicopters on Wednesday. And so 4 days ago this happened. 2 helicopters were from the 101st Combat Aviation Brigade, 101st Airborne. They were conducting a routine training exercise flying at night with the pilots wearing night vision devices. There was no clear indication of inclement weather based on local weather reports. Why is that the first thing I said? I just wanted to get it out of the way that it wasn't the weather's fault. This incident marked one of the worst training incidents in the Army's history. I haven't read this yet. That's why we're reading it together. It also has turned the spotlight onto incidents with Black Hawk helicopters, the service's key aviation tool for getting soldiers in and out of battle, which has been plagued with safety concerns for decades. All right, so the 9 soldiers were Warrant Officer Jeffrey Barnes, Corporal Amelia Marie Eve Balanos, Chief Warrant Officer Zachary Esperanza, Sergeant Isaac John Gale, Staff Sergeant Joshua Gore, Warrant Officer Aaron Healy, Staff Sergeant Taylor Mitchell, Chief Warrant Officer Rustin Smith, and Sergeant David Solinas. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So we'll put the 101st 9 on our Honoring the Fallen. So the nine troops that were killed in the training accident earlier in the week, put them up there. And like I said, if any of you guys have any family members or service members that were your friends or battle buddies or whatnot, if they had a birthday this month or if they passed away this month, then let me know and we can throw their name up there. Lead the way. Yep, engineers, lead the way. Oh, William Reynolds is in the house. What's up, William? That was tragic. Dangerous business you guys signed up for in deployment and out. God bless all of you. Make humble to think of you and you guys out there watching the wall. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That line, watching the wall, That was one of my favorite parts of A Few Good Men. Where you've got this weaker soldier that's like slowing the platoon down, and he ends up accidentally getting killed by his buddies when they're doing a hazing type thing on him. And Demi Moore says to Kevin Pollak in the courtroom, "Why do you hate them so much?" And he said they were just bullying a weaker kid. That's all that was. At the end of the day, that's all it was. Then he says, "Why do you like them so much?" And she says, "Because they stand on a wall and say nothing's going to happen to you tonight, not on my watch." And oh man, that part just gives me goosebumps every time. Dusty Dan is in the house. Eric is in the house. What's up, guys? A lot of young families left behind. Yeah, that's sad stuff. Sad day for the 101st. Let's see. Get this. Hold on, let me close out this screen so I don't accidentally click on it again. Because I might do something like that. All right, I'm not seeing any more names get pulled up. So everybody raise your glass. Honor the fallen during the month of April. Cheers to all you guys and to the fallen. Cheers. All right. Next topic. Congrats. All right, if you guys got anything that you want to throw out there to just be happy about, to give congrats, we will throw it up there so we can join you in celebration. If you recently got promoted, got a raise, got a new job, had a baby, got a new car, whatever it is going on good in your life, go ahead and throw it up, and we'll put it on the wall so we can all say cheers and congrats to you and join you in that celebration. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, salute, God bless. Absolutely. All right. Let's see, what do I have? I'm thankful that my family's healthy right now because last week both of my kids were sick with runny noses and stuff. As we're starting up springtime and whatnot, so it's just like seasonal allergies, kind of like a light cold kind of a deal. But everybody's good. It's nice when you have a bunch of people in the house and everybody's healthy at the same time. You got to take a moment and be happy about that. So I'll put health. I haven't had to fire my new guy yet, so I'm really happy about that. I told you guys last month that we were hiring a new person. That way I wouldn't have to work every Saturday anymore because I was working 6 days a week, 64 hours a week because I was down to only a 3-man crew. But the fourth guy that we've got there now is making it so I have a much more normal work week. So I'm really happy about that. So new guy. I'm going to put the FNG because that is exactly what that guy is. I am happy for my freaking new guy making it so I don't have to work so much. Let's see. Boom. All right, we got a couple Army, a couple Navy, a couple Marines. Right on. Bobby, you didn't click Air Force. I saw Bobby in here. I know he was Air Force. What do they say? A weapons malfunction in the Air Force is when your wheelie chair gets caught on a cord or something. Forget how that joke goes, but it's pretty funny. I don't care who you are. Nothing new here. That is a blessing. All good as normal. Yep. Itself a great thing to celebrate. Healthy, happy, enjoying life as it comes. Heck yeah. So yep, happy that everybody's healthy and happy that we got a new guy at my work finally. Let's get on to new bottles. Anybody got any new bottles this month that they want to throw out there? So of course I got the April 1. You guys can see was it 2 weeks ago? No, it's just last week. That I got to hang out with Troy from April 1 on the Distiller's Perspective, did a live stream with him. Lots of fun talking with him about his bourbon. And so that is definitely one of the good new bottles that I've gotten recently. Sean L from Tacoma. He gave me this 1792 full proof total wine pick. So I'm excited to get into that. And while I was talking to him there, we got the last 2 bottles of the Eagle Rare Total Wine Store pick. So I'm pumped up to get into that one. And I bought Bad Dog's Grandpa's Wheat. I think it was about a month ago. I had Bad Dog Distillery from here in Washington State on the channel. And they gave me a flight of 4 different whiskeys from them. And the Grandpa's ones that they have, I think there's a Grandpa's Wheat and a Grandpa's Rye. But so I'm excited to get into this one as well. What else? So those are 4 new bottles that I've gotten in the last week. So if any of you guys have a new bottle that you just got that you're excited about, then just throw it up there and I'll write it up there. Cheers to all my vets and fellow and active troops. I just threw the word fellow in there. Okay, so Brian, you were in the Navy. Hope you clicked it on. Last week on Troy, great interview. Looking for that now. Awesome. Whiskey Uncensored. Bourbon, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. Yeah, I usually don't go live on Saturdays, but I go live the first Saturday of the month. So first Saturday of the month every month is the Veterans live stream. So all the military veterans out there are more than welcome to belly up to the bar, come on screen with me and hang out. And if you do, I'll buy you a drink. Damn, missed the Bad Dog. How is it? Well, I haven't opened this one yet. I know that the one that I had before. So I had this single barrel from Total Wine. It's not a pick, it's just one of their single barrels. And it's good. I like it, but it keeps changing in your mouth. Like it's all over the place. The flight that they sent me of their standard offerings are really good. I didn't know what to expect after having this single barrel, but especially their 4 grain and their Grandpa's line. I really like those ones. And so I'm excited to get into that the Bad Dog Grandpa's Wheat. But yeah, bourbon. So first Saturday of the month every month. And today's April 1st, man, and it happened to fall on a Saturday. Brian, cheers and thank you. Yeah, it's about halfway. It's not bad. All right, new bottles. I got April 1. The Eagle Rare Store Pick. The 1792 Store Pick. And Bad Dog. And if anybody else got any new bottles or have anything they want to celebrate or any fallen friends or family that they want to throw up on the board for all of us to join you in raising the glass to that. Let's see. Oh, I can X out of that. All right. So what's up? What's everybody else drinking tonight? I started the night. Fuck, what was this? What the heck did I pour? Oh, I think this is the early times. Yeah, I think that's the early times. So I started the night off with the early times. Then I went to drinking the April 1. Another cheers and raise a glass to all those fallen in sacrifice. Was there one? Absolutely. I'm gonna pour some more April 1 to that. Cheers, everybody. So I don't know if the rest of you service members out there do this, but right behind where my camera is right here, I have like a collage of all the service members that I've worked with that have passed away. And I had written down all of their birthdays and the days that they passed away on a sheet. And so whenever like one of those anniversaries would come up, I would have like one special bottle that I would cheers to that occasion. And that's the Horse Soldier Barrel Strength. It's the 114 proof barrel strength Horse Soldier. And I've only drank out of this bottle to cheers to them. And so every time an anniversary comes up, I have a special bottle that I go to for that. So I didn't know if I was the only one that did that, or if some of you guys have your own kind of traditions or ways that you honor the service members that you worked with or whatnot. William Reynolds is drinking Wild Turkey 101. Drinking like a rock star. Heck yeah. Yeah, so sometimes I do the pairing music with whiskey videos, and those are just such a blast. They're a lot of fun to pick a particular whiskey to drink to music. When I think of Wild Turkey 101, I'm listening to rock music. I'm listening to like Metallica or something. Guns N' Roses, freaking Led Zeppelin or AC/DC. AC/DC is a good Wild Turkey one. It's a party in a glass. I started the night on some homebrew. I made a hazy IPA and now on some Jack Triple Mash. I've got Jack Triple Mash. Speaking of Jack, you know the Hero Select bottles? I've been trying to find a way to get a hold of Marvin. Where is that? Melvin, my bad. I knew I messed that up. So Melvin is the Navy vet who is a manager at the Jack Daniel's distillery that does that. I want to get him on the show. I want to get him. That'd be so much fun. Love to have him on. I got the new Hero Selection. I'm itching to crack. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely. And a fresh Sagamore Double Oaked. I got one of those too. Might have a drink of that with you later on. If you jump on before we go off, so you can come in the back room, we can have a drink of that together. That'll be fun. Infinity bottle and Coke tonight. Robert, tell me, how do you do your infinity bottle? I've seen a lot of people that just like randomly put a bunch of shots into one bottle and basically make this big blend. There's a lot of people I know that save the last shot. So when they only have one shot left of the bottle, they'll put that in the infinity bottle. That way that bottle never dies, kind of a thing, right? What I do is when I crack a new bottle, the first shot goes into my infinity bottle. And so, Robert, do you have a decanter for your infinity, or are you repurposing a bottle? Because I have this bespoke maker's bottle. It's a pretty distinct, different looking maker's bottle. I've got the Jack Daniel's tags. I've got the Angel's Envy tag. I got a big Jim Beam medallion, a Maker's Mark tag. This is Bardstown, and it has a horsey top. So that's my absolutely ridiculous infinity bottle that every time I open a new bottle, the first shot goes into that. But like I said, most people I know either just do random blending or they do the last shot of the bottle each time. Started with a half pour of Four Roses small batch, then 1/2 pour Buffalo Trace. Now I'm working on 1/2 pour of Evan Williams 1783. Awesome. I like all those. Great choices, man. Brian Law, you know what they say, beer before liquor. How's the homebrew? Yep. You're in the clear. One shot of the new bottles opened. Okay, so you did kind of the same way. Repurposed the Crown Royal as a cheap decanter. Yeah, hey, you got to give it to Crown Royal for that. Is that they do have a good looking bottle. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I've been brewing my own beer for over 2 years. I got 3 on tap now. Came out are good, but I have lots of bad stuff I had to dump. Oh man, that sucks when you've got to basically throw money down the drain, right? Oh, that's awesome. All right, so like I said, getting into this April 1. And one thing I was thinking that kind of goes into the next topic, the AAR. Is I told you guys if you jump on screen with me, I'll buy you a drink. And what I meant by that is like AAR wise, let me know what you guys think of how this would work. I was thinking about doing a thing to where every month all the people that like come up to the bar, so to say, and jump on the screen and we like chat and hang out, like I send them a sample of whatever that veterans whiskey of the month is, right? So last month it was Old Soldier. This month it's April 1. Hopefully the Skunk Brothers can be on with me next month, and we'll do theirs in for May. But I was thinking about like like if this was a real in-person bar type situation, and I'm like, this is the whiskey of the month, then all the vets up at the bar up front would all get a shot of it, right? And so what I could do is grab a sampler, a little sample bottle, and throw it at you. Depending on where you live, is how hard I have to throw it. So AAR wise, that's one thing that I thought that I would start doing. Also, I worked on the lighting because I saw last month it was hard to read because of the glare on the screen. So I moved the board back. I put a light in front of it, made it so the glare from the TV wasn't coming off too strong on it. So from the AAR notes last month, I worked on the lighting and talked about getting further, ahead of time notice to the distillery when I want to have their whiskey featured as the veteran whiskey of the month. And I did, but like literally yesterday, he asked if he could postpone it. And so I was like, of course, man, if you want to do it next month, we can do it next month. I'll just, it was almost fortuitous, you know what I mean? That I could do April 1 on April 1st. And I'm doing first Saturday of the month, and it happened to land on April 1st when his new, I don't know, it was just meant to be to talk about April 1 today. Pretty pumped about that. Cool idea. So Robert likes it that if any of the veterans want to come onto the bar, I actually give them a sample bottle of the whiskey of the month. Good. All right, I like that. Marvin is in the house. What's up, buddy? Marvin was running around doing hunting today, and I might be getting some more new bottles this month. I'm pretty excited about that. So AR whiskey. All right, so whiskey sample to vets on screen. So that's going to be a staple that I don't know if I'll have it in the description of the video or whatnot, but that's probably what will happen. So from now on, any veterans that jump on screen and come hang out during these monthly get-togethers, they are going to get a sample of the whiskey of the month sent to them. And man, to make the shipping or the gas money worth it, might give you a sample of something else too. Whether it's a local favorite or just a whatever you can see, whatever you want. Like if you watch some of our other videos and see something that you want to try, I can, pour that for you. Mostly Michelle. I was a link in the chain. Oh, you sell yourself short, Marvin. Wish I was set up to take advantage. Oh, you mean to come on screen? Yeah, you can press the thing on your cell phone. Cheers, Marvin. I have a bottle of Skunk Brothers Smoke Jumper. I'll try to make it back next month to join and have a drink with me. Yes, absolutely, dude. All right, so this is what he's talking about, and I really like it. I think it's fantastic. I've only had, I think I had 2 pours out of it when I was kind of doing a review out of it. That video is still yet to come out, but I liked it. I think it's a cool looking bottle too. You know, looks sweet. But yeah, they've got a lot of military veterans in their family. And you know, we did a interview with R6 from California last night, and they've got 3 military veterans in their like work crew, their headquarters or whatever. Because the owner's brother is in the Navy, and one of the co-owners is in the military, and one of the board members is in the military. And so that was freaking cool. If you guys missed the that that fiasco that happened last night, that was a blast. Got together with the drunk uncles, and which 2 out of the 3 of them were in the Army, and one of my Army buddies that helped me start Northwest Bourbon, we were at his house, and he was a medic, and then he went chaplain's assistant for a little bit. Now he's a medic again. I had a blast hanging out with them last night and talking to R6. So if you're in California, or if you're just not familiar with R6, look them up. They've got some pretty good tasting whiskey for reals. I liked it. Yeah. Cool name for a bottle. Yep. Anyone get a hold of the new Jack aged releases? Oh yeah, there's a 10-year and there's a 12-year. And I've seen a few reviews of them online. Haven't seen them up in this area yet. But as soon as I find one for a reasonable price, or if I find one on a website that I can get shipped to me for a good price, then I'm definitely getting one of those. I'm a huge Jack fan. I love Jack Daniels. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can see my Jack setup right here. So all these are Jack Daniels, and all my Hero Selects are in my locker over here. I have found 7 so far, and they're great. They're just great. William Hall, I'm good. Family table, wife and kids, right on, right on. The topic passed already, but my phone is always on, and I have a good ear if anyone needs to talk. Yeah, absolutely. Lee's a great guy. And speaking of Lee and Hero Select, you've got a bottle of that coming your way. Through Sean, gave it to him. Is that day before yesterday? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Last few days, dude, it's been so busy. Been kind of a blur, but yeah. So let me know when you get that, man. I'm looking, Lee. I'm looking forward to hearing your review on the Hero Select. What good gents? Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you. Oh, you got it today. Awesome. Yeah. Last time I went on base, found Lee and Sean a bottle, and I don't know if they have posted anywhere what editions they are, like what batches, or they're barrels. They're not batches. But it has the barrel number on it. It has the info on the neck of the bottle. It has the info on it. Like it says the barrel number right there, and it has the bottling date. And so you see the date that it was bottled. The barrel house. But yeah, it doesn't have like which edition it is or something like that. Because like I said, I have found 7 different ones so far. And I don't know if there's anywhere where I can find, like with Stag Junior, if you look up the proof point, like because every proof is different on Stag Junior, if you look up the proof, you can find out what batch you have, right? I don't know if they have a similar setup with these because I don't know how many I've missed. I know of one. One is the 129 proof one. I know I missed that one because I've seen pictures of it, but I don't have a 129 one. I got 25, 26, 27, 28, 2 different 30s and a 32. Say what's up to Marvin. What up, what up? All right, so AAR-wise, what else did we talk about tonight? I kind of hit on the Nashville shooting a little bit. That was a very unfortunate situation. Definitely don't like hearing stuff like that. 3 9-year-olds were killed, and my daughter's 9, and that just, dude, I can't believe that someone would do something like that. And I've never heard of a female doing that before. A female shooting somebody else's kid is not something you hear about, like, ever. You hear about kids shooting other kids, and you hear about, guys going crazy, stray bullets or whatever, but that was a bad situation. We talked about the 101st Airborne guys, the medic crews that were doing night training. That their 2 Blackhawks crashed. So just prayers for their families. Anyone know if Old Soldier has any bottles worth gifting or recommendations? Well, Robert, it depends on what they're into. And I will tell you why. So I have one of the very early releases of the butterscotch, right? And so if whoever you're gifting it to likes flavored whiskeys or likes to drink their whiskey on the rocks or likes to do mixed drinks, like if they're not a, high proof straight bourbon type drinkers like us, this is fantastic. And what makes this butterscotch whiskey stand out? One, it's 35% ABV, so it's a little high for most flavored alcohols. It's definitely not a liqueur. You know what I mean? Liqueurs have that really thick, syrupy, and lower proof. The other thing about the Old Soldier butterscotch is it's all natural flavors. He doesn't put like artificial flavoring, like syrup pump crap, stuff like that. So he makes it with all natural ingredients. And so the butterscotch is actually really good. The traditional whiskey, they have a traditional whiskey that's a 100% corn. So it's a total corn whiskey. And so if you're into corn whiskey, like mellow corn, stuff like that, I think that is a good whiskey to sip on or make cocktails with. And the reason why I might give that one to somebody as a gift is because of the story behind it. What, the recipe and, the process or whatever was handed down to Andy, who's the owner, from his great-great-great-grandfather who was in the Civil War and fought for the Union Army. And that is his grandpa's whiskey recipe. And so just the story behind that, I think, is awesome. And so that's one reason I might give the traditional whiskey as a gift to somebody. The straight bourbon is pretty normal craft bourbon for Washington State that's not very old and it is 80 proof. But I still enjoy it. But I don't know why I would give it as a gift over the other ones or the Santos. If you have... If somebody just likes something different, they like that kind of unique variety of stuff. Their Santos is a raisin flavored whiskey that he learned how to make it when he went on a trip to Greece. And so it's a raisin flavored whiskey that is really distinct. It's really unique. And it's one of those you love it or you hate it type things. And I say that from people that I've shared it with or I've talked to about it. They're either one way or another. because some people freaking love it, and some people don't care for it at all. And that's what I know about their lineup. But Andy's a great guy, so if you want to reach out to him, he can tell you some more stuff or hit me up. Yeah, absolutely. Old Soldier is a good up and coming distillery. Lots of good things going on. Yes, Lee, thank you. Absolutely. Cool. I was thinking trying finding a rye. All good info, thanks. I don't know if Old Soldier has a rye. I know I don't have the rye. But yeah, I don't think they have one. Barrel strength and non. Yeah, that's one cool thing about Marvin went to Old Soldier with me one time. Every one of their bottles came from a single barrel. They do absolutely no blending, no mixing, no filtering, none of that. It's all of it is just like take it from the barrel and dump it into a bottle. Like so it's all unfiltered, all no blending, nothing. But yeah, like Marvin said, wish he released the barrel string stuff because when we were there, we got to actually drink some straight out of the barrel to where like he popped the bong on a barrel and took some out, poured it in our glass, and we drank it, and it was like 127 proof or something like that. Dude, it was fantastic. It was, and a lot of that is the sentimental, like the environment, like the setup of the situation of why it tasted so good. Because you can't replicate one of those type of situations again. It was like a bucket list type thing for me. I wanted to, like, all the ridiculous things on your bucket list. One of them was that I wanted to drink whiskey straight out of a barrel, and got to do that with Marvin and the Drunk Uncles and some of our other crew from Northwest Bourbon with Andy at Old Soldier, and that was a freaking blast. Heck yeah. All right, so are you talking Old Soldier? A lot of these craft distilleries in this area, like who were we drinking last night? Last night we were drinking R6, right? So if you watch the interview, you'll see him say, "Oh, what did that one says 2 years on it? Let me tell you about that." So we ordered like 3,500 labels that say 2 years on it, and now a couple years later, you've got 4-year-old whiskey in that bottle. And so we haven't run out of these labels yet. We're not just going to throw them away. So I believe that all of the Old Soldier labels say at least 2 years. But I think it would vary barrel per barrel because Marvin wasn't, when we were there, they were bottling a barrel because they had a barrel in the back that he thought was really good that he was going to enter it into a competition or something, right? So I think he pulls it to taste and not to age, but don't quote me on that. Yeah. Yeah. That was just a good time. So this is the Santos. This is the raisin flavored whiskey. And yeah, it just says 2 years. And this is the traditional whiskey, the corn whiskey. I'm almost out of this. This is the one I got on Veterans Day. Marvin, when we were there. Oh, no, that wasn't Veterans Day. That was 9/11. So we went there on 9/11. After hours, he opened it up to us just hang out, have a party, and have dinner with him. That was a freaking blast. And yeah, it just has a 2-year age statement on it. Good night. This old vet is going to go to sleep. Yeah, roger that. We got 8 minutes. or 7.5 minutes, because it will be 2200 in 7 minutes, and I can hear taps from my house from the base, because the base is just a couple miles south of me. And so when I close out the show, I play taps at the end. So I kind of want to wait until that actually comes up. But hey, William, appreciate you being here. If you guys don't know William Reynolds, he's a Vietnam vet, a friend, loyal watcher to the channel. Appreciate you, buddy. I hope you have a good night. Hopefully you'll be able to come on and have a drink with us face to face one of these days. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Wasn't there an interview with a guy about the what you call it? Thought there was an interview. I wanted to watch that because I didn't get a chance to watch that. Go away. I thought there was like a sergeant major or something on here that did an interview. What the heck?
A promise is a trust not to be broken. Whether
All right, well, I guess not.
Or
And dude, I swear, I saw like a reporter interview with yeah, there he is. See, I just had to refresh the page. See, I told you I wasn't a computer guy. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Or are you talking about the Veterans Whiskey Club shirt, Robert? So Veterans Whiskey Club has a big group on Facebook, and they're under Whiskeys and Warriors on Instagram and whatnot.
During a planned training flight in Cadiz, Kentucky, that resulted in the death of all 9 service members aboard the aircraft. It was 5 and 4, and that is fairly typical. There's a pilot, a co-pilot, a crew chief, and then often you'll have medics or other personnel on the aircraft as well. Despite our losses, we were lucky because they were able to land in an open field across from a residential area. So thankfully, there were no additional casualties or injuries as a result of the aircraft crash. They do have something very similar to the black boxes that we see on the larger aircraft, and we're hopeful that that will provide quite a bit of information of what occurred. We started next of kin notification early this morning. We have some family members that are in the local area that we were able to contact fairly quickly, but we also have some family members across the United States and a few outside of the United States. So that process is ongoing. We're doing everything we can to notify families as quickly as we can, but I don't have a good estimation on when the final notifications will occur. Everything we do, safety is integrated into this. And for context, when we do any training, but especially aviation training, they do very, very detailed planning, very detailed rehearsals. Depending on the risk of the operation they're doing, has different levels of approval from the command. So we will always relook our safety precautions and our measures. But this was, like all of these training events, safety is a primary focus for us.
a promise is a trust not to be
right
broken.
All right, so like I said, I had not seen that before, and so wanted to watch it with you guys to see what kind of info that they were putting out. But from the details that they're giving there, it sounds like it was like the next day or maybe a day after that they did that interview, because as we saw from the article that video was in, the article was just put out yesterday where they released the names of the soldiers. And so I'm glad that got put out so we could read their names out loud together and raise a glass to them for what they did, like the shirt. Yeah. So if you look at Warriors and Whiskey, then if you go to their website, they have a bunch of hats, t-shirts. I've got like stickers and all kinds of stuff. Oh, and they have a challenge coin for all you military vets out there. Ooh, let me get some light and some focus. So there's the Warriors and Whiskey side of the coin, and there's the Veterans Whiskey Club side. So it's two different sides. Warriors and Whiskey is the name of the company, the LLC, and they have the Instagram profile page and the Slack chat group and stuff. The Veterans Whiskey Club is the name of the Facebook group and like kind of social media side of it, which I'm the Washington State brand ambassador. And so want to get together, have meetings, have some in-person physical, and do some with you guys online that aren't in the same state as I am, or at least not local. So I will be looking to do more in-person meetups in the future. I got to talk to a couple different spots. There's an American Legion and another veterans hangout type place. I don't want to misquote what the name of it is, so don't hold me to that. But I'm going to talk to some of them that have bars and whatnot to see if I can do like a regular, like something somebody can set their calendar to, like how this is on the first Saturday of the month, right? Do this online get together, whiskey military hangout. So it's something you guys can rely on. There's structure. There's a regular sense of flow of things. And so I want to find a bar or something like that to where like every month we get together on this day and just like meet up, high five and handshake, see how we're doing. Maybe do like a bottle swap type situations where we swap bottles with each other. My buddy Sean, who's Army guy I met down in Kentucky, he said their local group, what they do is once a month they get together and everybody brings a brand new bottle. So a bottle you bought within in the last 30 days, you bring a new bottle to the get together, so everybody can try the new bottles that everybody got each month. I thought that sounded like a blast, so I might have to steal that idea. But will it fit a mini Glen? Will it fit a mini Glen? I think I have a mini Glen. Oh, yeah. I don't know where the heck my mini Glen went. Oh, yeah, I do. All right, this is mini Glen. This is the coin. So it can work as a cover for it. Oh, yeah, I know, buddy. It's all good. All right, it is 2200. It's time for taps to play. Appreciate all you guys being here. Check the poll real quick. Hold on. So, Air Force, Army, Navy, Marine. Wait, hush. Shh. 40% Army, 40% Navy, and 20% Marines. Ending the poll time now. And there we go. So I appreciate you guys being here. Join us next month, the first Saturday of May, when we get back together and have a virtual veteran whiskey hangout. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. Be good to those around you. Be a positive influence on those within your sphere of influence. And just take care of each other and take care of yourself. Remember to drink water, earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.